Hi, it's Mark from My College Timeline, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use our College Prep app. So to get started, it's really easy. You just go to mycollegetimeline.com, click up here where it says Get Started for free, and let's say I'm a student, I'm a high school student. It's a very simple form, so I'll fill in, let's say I'm Steve Jones, steve@example.com, and I'll give him a password. What year will you graduate from high school? Now, you do have to be in high school to use My College Timeline. So let's say I'm a freshman. I'm graduating at the time of this video in 2018. And I will click Create My College Timeline. Whoops. Give it a stronger password. Okay, I'm now looking at my timeline. So I can see this is my dream, getting into my dream college. And this is me over here now. And this is the path I'm going to take over the next few years to get into my dream college. Now, each one of these bars represents a week along my journey, and I'm going to describe what that means. But before I do that, let's personalize a little bit. And I'm going to click on my avatar here, and I'm going to go into My Photo, and I'm going to click Choose File, and I'm going to go ahead and upload a picture, because it really does make a huge difference in what my timeline looks like. So now I'll go back into my timeline. That's so much better. Okay, so I'm in 9th grade at the moment. It's early November. And for each of these bars, like I said, it's a week. So if I click on one of these bars, and I can actually zoom in to see what I need to be doing that week. So I'll go ahead and click into my timeline. And look, I've just zoomed into my timeline, and I can see the week that I'm in now. Here's the task that I'm going to be working on this week. Here's one for next week. Here's one for last week. So let's say here's a task, start using your school's website. And you can see that for each task there's a video. And sometimes there are things to do and sometimes not. But when I go through watch the video and I do the tasks, I will mark each one either completed or maybe not applicable to me. And you can see I've just finished the task. Great job, you have completed this task. So I get a little success message. And now when I look back up here, oops, which one did I do? I just did this one. Now it's green. Right, so if I zoom back out, actually now if I go into this task, and let's say I'm going to do this task here, I would answer the question here. I'd fill in my answer. Okay, and you get the idea. I'm just going to finish this second sample task. Okay, great job. You've completed this task, and now I can see that the dot has turned green, just showing that I've done it. So if I zoom back out to my zoomed out view, I can see that is now green. I've still got some red ones behind me, so I want to go back and finish those tasks, because what I want to see behind me is all green bars. And if I see all green and no red, that means I'm totally on track for getting into college, right? And when I look ahead, all of these gray bars, these are tasks that are in the future. Now, if I'm curious, I can look ahead and I can see some of the types of things that I'll be working on. And there's some really amazing stuff. This is basically a 4-year curriculum that you're designed to start in 9th grade, but you don't have to. You can start later. And so you can sort of skip ahead and see what's ahead of you. But the beauty of this type of a timeline approach is, yes, there are a lot of things ahead of you in your timeline, but you don't need to worry about them right now. All you need to worry about is this week's task and making sure you're current on this week's task. So that's how the timeline works. Down here, there are also a set of tools. So I've got my dashboard, and this is where I can track how I'm performing, right? So one of the key things I want to track is my GPA. So each semester I'll go in and I will enter my GPA here. And the gauge will look either green, yellow, or red, depending on how I'm performing. And I enter my various school scores, PSAT, SAT, ACT. I add any AP scores and my extracurricular activities. So this dashboard gives me a bird's eye view of all the things I need to make sure I'm doing on my college prep journey. There's a school search tool. I can track my applications, my college applications. Same with scholarships, and I can help to organize my financial aid. And there's also a My Team button here, where I can invite friends and family, and also my school counselor to connect to my timeline. So they can sort of be my cheering section as I go through my college prep journey on my way to my dream college. So that's how my college timeline works.